Hello, Capricorn. How are you? I'm a Capricorn moon. Actually, I have a Capricorn stellium. Useless information to you, but we're here, to talk about you. So we're going to use the tarot to see what is going on in May for you, Capricorn. Just looking at the astrology, it's definitely going to be interesting. So we have a partial solar eclipse kicking off the month, and it's happening in your 5th house. And it's the 5th house of children. So there is potential, since solar eclipses represent like new beginnings and like big changes, that there could be a pregnancy, or maybe someone close to you announces a pregnancy or gets pregnant. There also could just be things going on with your children. But there can also be things like new romance too. You could start dating again. If you haven't, or maybe date someone new. You might pick up a new creative hobby. I think all of it seems pretty positive, unless you don't want a child. Make sure to be a little careful around the new moon in the next 6 months. That's why I'm like, oh gosh. But then I realized I'm not dating anyone, so I'm like, okay. Spirit, what is going on, Capricorn? Let's get more details. I've been talking about in all the videos how it seems like the energy going into May for the collective overall has felt kind of stagnant. Your energy, Capricorn, though, it seems like it's going to be like really fun, like creative hobbies, going on dates, hanging out with kids if that's what you like to do, having kids. Oh my gosh. Interesting. So you're starting off this month with a win. We've got the 6 of Wands. I was just saying how like it seems like things are going to be really fun for you. You guys might be getting a lot of attention this month of May, Capricorn. Doesn't mean you're on stage, but some of you might be, but you're going to be turning heads. People are going to be paying attention to whatever it is you're doing. Maybe your work, just you in general. Like if you start dating, get on a site or something like that, like people will be checking out your profile. And your environment is the Emperor. Maybe you guys might even, I don't know. When I first saw this, I thought like work. You guys are already like, generally speaking, like really great at work and getting ahead. So you guys are always like 6 of Wands energy and Emperor energy. But maybe this new person coming into your life, if that is the case, is like really like a divine masculine, has like authority type figure. Maybe there's something, I don't know why the chess symbol in here is really sticking out to me. Maybe you will have some accomplishment, or maybe some of you guys really will pick up a hobby, like, I mentioned that earlier, like chess, or something like that. But this is representing you're gonna like, whatever you start doing, whatever new hobby, like you're gonna have fun, and you're gonna be really good at it. And I feel like you're stepping into some authority role. You may already be there, but I feel like you're expanding that. Like you're like winning, like Charlie Sheen when I see this combination. And the card that talks about like the background of the month and the events happening is death and rebirth. I feel like there's total new change coming, but I mean, it is eclipse season. I feel like you're transforming who you are. Maybe you used to be or are someone that like worked a lot, like didn't go on dates, like, put that on the back burner, but now you're like transforming who you are. You're more confident, for sure. Confidence is screaming out here. And you're feeling like a different person. Like the activities of May, like the events that happen in May are like unlike others. For recent past, for April, you have the 10 of Cups. So maybe you did like find your person, and maybe some of you, I swear, I keep hearing this from other astrologers too. Capricorn, is it possible a few weeks ago you got knocked up? Oh, sorry, someone's calling. I said I couldn't make it. I put off a study group to do this reading. I'm like, I am getting these done. That's the Capricorn energy, right? Not you guys. You guys are getting close to people. You're letting people in. At least you started to last month or in the recent past. But you're afraid that you're going to break up. You're afraid that things aren't going to work. You're overanalyzing, maybe. Sorry if you guys can hear that. I have like 4 devices around. But I feel like maybe you're overanalyzing this like relationship with someone, because it does seem like relationship heavy now that I keep looking at this. Maybe some of you guys are afraid of like heartbreak, or like maybe you guys have been like so successful at work and what you're doing, you're afraid you're going to be like distracted from it. But I feel like you have something really good here going, but you have this attitude like you're going to lose it. Because we have the Lovers reverse is what you expect to happen. So you, like things are going good, but you have this attitude like, oh God, it won't work out. They're too good to be true or whatever. But whatever is going on in your life, or maybe it's even like a friendship, work, partnership, whatever it is, this is definitely having to do with someone else. And it definitely seems romantic with the 10 of Cups energy. That's like happily ever after with children cards. So things might be going really well, but you still have this doubt in your mind. Like maybe you have this like, you know, like I don't deserve it, or this like imposter syndrome thing going on. And don't do that. That could, you know, be confident in it. But I feel like you are becoming more confident in this like attention, this new thing going on is really exciting for you. But, you know, remain positive. Don't expect things to go bad. Don't be in this energy. I see this is you like pondering like, will this continue? Is this the one? You know, like overthinking all of the pieces. Like maybe it's like, oh, where's my period? I don't know why it's coming through. But I feel like you're afraid of like breaking your routine. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. So it's like being free from like your prison. I feel like you like your routine and you're afraid like this whole new person, yeah, I mentioned that earlier, is gonna, like whatever this thing is, maybe even having a child or something new creative thing, or dating again, whatever it is for you. This is a general reading, but whatever, you're afraid it's gonna like break you out of your current routine, and you kind of like what's going on with you, and you kind of like knowing what the next step is. You're like, I don't know what's happening, you know, and that's a little difficult for you, all this change going on. For other people involved, we do have the Ace of Cups reversed, so maybe someone from your past that you used to have a connection with, like a past spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, someone you had a very close like relationship to in some sense. It seems like whoever that is coming back into your life. I wonder if that is with that 10 of Cups. Maybe that's why the Lovers is reversed. You like think maybe you were with someone last month or in recent past, and things are kind of, you know, like you're thinking that's not going to work out, and that person's still going to be a part of your month for sure. But I feel like you're indecisive though. I feel like there's a huge like indecisive thing, like not wanting to come out of your shell. I feel like you really like someone or some situation. You really want to speak your mind, and you're just having a hard time coming out of your shell. Like talking about emotions might be hard for you. But you're definitely confident when it comes to like work and like all you've accomplished and stuff like that. What you want is, I feel like we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed for the position of what you want. And I feel like for you in this situation, I feel like you want more control of the situation. A lot of times when I see this card, it's like there's not a balance of give and take. But it seems like you want that. Like maybe you want to be in control, or you want someone else to take the next step or something. Or you want more than what you're getting now, or less, you know, like more time to yourself maybe. Maybe you're being smothered. Something about imbalance and like less time, or not. I don't think you want to share your resources either. You worked really hard to get what you have, or you're like trying, or you're on the path, and you might not want to like have someone be codependent on you, or you might not want to have to like pay for like whatever it is, new hobby, or like you're like, oh, dating's expensive, blah 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 blah, or like having a kid and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ready to put all this time and effort into a child. Or maybe you already have children and they like want to start a new hobby or start something new, and you have to like give all this time and energy to that. Like, you know, it's already so much time and energy being a parent, and maybe there's going to be something all new, like new coming on with that. Or maybe like for some people, like your kids having a kid, I don't know, and they need help, or your kids need help financially or something like that, and that might just have you concerned. I look at this death card and I see rebirth, I think like birth. Something's happening that's transforming your whole world. And I feel for the outcome of the month, we have the Two of Wands reversed. And I feel like that's like plans not going exactly to plan, like not the way you wanted. And there could be like some delay. I feel like there's some answer you're seeking or something you've been trying to figure out. And you don't like that you can't figure it out. And maybe you're wanting to like, again, I'm seeing that you don't want to break routine. You don't want things to change. You don't long to be out in the world doing other things. You like how things are. You like, you're pretty grounded. You have your own thing going on. You're like not ready for change. You're not ready, you don't care about, going out and seeing the world maybe, or traveling or something. Maybe that's something that someone wants you to pay for or do with them. Like start a whole new journey like for them, and it's not really something about you. That's a possibility for some of you. But overall, I feel like you have this confident, fun energy, but total hesitation with change. And you're definitely second guessing. I'm really curious. You definitely watch your other signs too, your sun, moon, and rising. But this, I think it's definitely someone romantic. Maybe you were with someone and you broke it off and you were feeling kind of good. You're like, I'm ready for something new. And then you found out there's a situation like, I feel like this could be like one person watching like a pregnancy or something. Or you thought you were like ready to get over them and then they come back into your life. There's something breaking you from routine and you're like, stop it. But at the same time, I think you're liking the attention, or maybe it's too much attention for you. Like, this is like confident boss energy. Yeah, I'm trying to look and see if there's like another story for those watching, because it's so baby marriage, like something happening that's disrupting your work. And it doesn't, maybe it's like someone you're really close to. Maybe you're worried that they won't be happy about news you have. But for some of you, I'm also getting the vibe that someone from your past is like, they're changed or you're changed. Like maybe you guys, I don't know how long ago it was, but things parted ways, and maybe it was because someone was more focused on work or there was imbalance in the relationship. And that's why you guys broke up in the past. But something's like bringing them towards you again. But I don't know if you're into it. No. It's in the bottom of the deck. We have Hermit on the bottom of the deck, you guys. Yeah, you're just not feeling it. Like I think you're going to have all these like dating opportunities and all this stuff, like all this attention. But you still have this stuff from the past going on. And you're just like, I just want to stay home. I don't want to go on dates. I don't want to give any of my time or effort or energy to anyone else. That's the vibe. You're like at home happily, or doing your own thing happily. Like maybe this will be good for you. And some of you might not want to be alone anymore. But like this alone time, whatever this is, it's going to be therapeutic for you. If that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like you're going to accomplish things at work, but there's something. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I think you don't want to be with this person, even though it seemed like it was happily ever after. You might realize this eclipse season that they're not all that you thought they were, or maybe your preferences just change. That happens. And yeah, I'm getting that too. So I don't know. You guys have to let me know down below. And definitely watch the other. Let's roll the astro dice to get more information. Endings and beginnings here. We have the death card, 10. We have an ace. With other people, maybe there actually will be a breakup this month for some of you because we have other people involved, Ace of Cups. And that's what you're worried about. But I'm seeing that it is for the best because there was something imbalanced. There's a big theme. I've been saying this in a lot of the videos, like with these eclipses happening, people are realizing they're kind of like, everyone's kind of leveling up in a way, or at least getting more clear on what they want and what they don't want. And some people they realize aren't fitting that, you know, anymore. Maybe they used to fulfill all your needs and make you happy, but then you realize that's not what you want going forward because you're going to see more clearly the path ahead. And I'm definitely seeing that there's some imbalance here, but I feel like you want that. I feel like you want push away, kind of. Be honest with your feelings. I feel like you're usually like you're really assertive maybe in your work life, but maybe not personal. Or maybe, well, this could just be for one person. But we actually have here Capricorn in the 7th house with Neptune. Oh my gosh. You guys, this clarifies things for me. Yes, there's someone. 7th house rules relationships. And 5th house is all about like sexy romance, like the beginning of things. And I feel like for a lot of you, there was someone that was like so like intense and like so dreamy, and you were like so infatuated with them. But then after that like honeymoon phase or whatever wears off, like, because seriously, Neptune can kind of put like rose shaded glass. What is that phrase? Why can't I never think of phrases? But it kind of like warps things or like makes things seem more like amazing and dreamy. Like you don't really see things clearly. And especially when it comes with like love, and this is eclipse is happening in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. The Venus and Neptune together is like being totally infatuated with someone, but then realizing like once like that transit or whatever is over, you're like, what? No. Or like they just don't fulfill everything you want. Or you're just like, what's that word? Not fantasize, but you make it something else in your head than what it really is. And then I think you're going to realize that and be like, oh, I'm a fucking boss and this person is not on my level, or they're not treating me like they should. So you're like, bye. So you might actually be the one that ends things, or it could be maybe the opposite, but you're going to realize that it wasn't the one for you. There was this infatuation phase. Maybe they're like really good in bed or something, you know? But then you're like, you know, what else? Like, you want this whole like family and stuff, and maybe they weren't able to provide that. I'm so curious. You just have to tell me, but that just confirmed it to me that this is a lot about relationships for you guys. And I think it's all about moving from the romance to the full-on committed relationship. And you don't know what you want. And I think deep inside you might not want it, but that can be different for you guys. And again, there could be something with like having a baby maybe with someone you weren't sure you wanted to commit to, or someone you know. This year for Capricorn's written all over it. So maybe some of you guys have been trying, that would be exciting, and that's why you're like, woo! But if it doesn't happen right away, it's okay, don't be impatient. Eclipse season lasts 6 months, and like the 2 ones, yeah, I mean, delayed plans a lot of times, so if things don't go to plan, it's okay. This is only the next month we're talking about. Don't dwell on negative thoughts. That's coming through too. Let's get some more. The longer, you guys are what, the 10th reading I've done? Everyone gets longer than the one before. God, there's literally kids in one of these cards. That knock I did not expect. Knocked up, didn't expect it. Oh my god. It was a package. Like the stork. Let's hear what other messages you have. Three sixes. Sixes. Venus and romance too. Like today. This year is like, oh, what just flew out? That must be significant. But we have 3 6s, 2 4s. It's all about like foundations and relationships. Interesting. Bee. I love bees. Oh, you can't see my one over there. I have one on my necklace. Don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. Yes. Oh my gosh. You're realizing, maybe you've even been with this person for a while. It could, for some of you, maybe you're like, what are you talking about? It could be like a friend you've had forever and you guys have just been like so outgrown each other or something. But I feel like, oh, this is like one person and you've just been with them and you just keep, you know, putting up with this like meh energy. There's many other out there to taste and many to explore. And you guys have this strong positive energy for new romance and dating and getting out there and having fun. So this is a sign to me. And it's number 1, new beginnings. Wow. I feel called to look at the bottom of the deck. To seek or to find enlightenment, seek nowhere, for it lives within you. Yeah, you don't need other people to be happy. You gotta find it with yourself first. And I think you're gonna find this confidence this month for sure. One last card for Capricorn. There's 1 6 that's upright, and it is a 6 of Wands, and that's screaming out to me that you're confident and you're coming in and out of this month feeling better about yourself, even if you don't have a relationship. High Priest of Atlantis, chakra healing. So it looks like maybe there's some imbalance. Oh my gosh, now that I'm looking at the 6 of Pentacles again, I see that as like literally imbalance of energy. So maybe you guys have been dealing with a blocked chakra. Maybe you guys did have some breakup and your heart chakra is kind of blocked and you feel like undeserving of love, even though you're like this fucking boss, you know. And that's working on your heart chakra for sure. It's blocked, you guys. Do some heart chakra work. It all starts with like self-love. You don't need other people's validation to be, you know, to be loved, to feel loved, to be, you know, you are, love yourself. You don't need anyone else to tell you. You don't need them to be in a relationship with you or whatever. You don't need anyone else's validation. Definitely do look it up. You can do like third or heart chakra meditations on YouTube. And you can also look stuff up online, but there's like heart opening poses too with yoga, but really it's about doing some like shadow work and some self-love work, like write in a journal like 5 things you love about yourself. Please Google it. I can see that now with all of this. And that's probably why you're coming out like victorious, because you're going to start to love yourself. I feel like you've been afraid to let your true self out because there's this blockage. Oh my God, this is coming through so hard now. And I look at some past person that hurt you has made you feel like you're not worthy. Like I feel maybe you're not even realizing that your heart chakra is blocked. Like you're blocking out like other relationships or love or romance or whatever. Even if there's just like energy coming off of you, and you might be like, why? Like, because I feel like you guys are successful and you are like turning heads and stuff, but you come off as non-approachable maybe. So definitely work on that. explore yourself, have fun. Look into Reiki healing too, but I think you can just look online. You can do that on YouTube too. But thank you, Spirit. This really added a lot of information here. I think you can do all the chakras, but the heart chakra literally is calling out to me. And with all these love cards in the past. But don't worry, you're going to be okay. It's going to really make you feel good. Look how open you are. Oh my God, doesn't that look like P and V? Yeah. You guys have to let me know down below. But watch your other signs. Like I said, this reading is the longest out of all of them because there's so much information. There's a lot going on for you, Capricorn, for real. And this is just 1 month we're talking. I mean, a lot of this will carry forward, or some of it may only like be in the next 6 months because eclipse season. But your life's transforming, literally, like. But if you're feeling kind of crummy, work on your heart chakra. It'll make you feel so much better. But that's what I have for you guys. I love you so much. Let me know how this resonated. Watch your other signs. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you consider doing so before you go. I do pick a random subscriber every month for a free reading, and I offer paid readings for $25. So if you want a specific reading just for you, like, we can talk and I can figure out whatever's going on. If you have other questions, but definitely check out your other videos. Maybe that'll clarify something. But yeah, it's going to be a big month for you. I love you, Capricorn.